till you stop screwing the business. If found out you were help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rim. It's us. Y'all the poster child symbol.
The chaos surrounding Remy Ma's personal life appears to have finally hit its breaking point, and the spark seems to be Papoose's growing connection with Claressa Shields. At the same time, whispers suggest that Remy's supposed rebound, Eazy The Block Captain, hasn't exactly been loyal either. After months of emotional turbulence, heartbreak, and betrayal, it feels as though karma has completed its full circle. Meanwhile, Papoose remains calm and collected, watching from the sidelines as Remy faces the kind of pain he once endured himself. A twist of poetic justice playing out in real time. Once upon a time, Remy and Papoose were hip-hop's ultimate power couple. Their story was built on loyalty, sacrifice, and resilience. Papoose famously stood by Remy through her prison sentence, marrying her over the phone to prove his devotion. After her release, they celebrated their union with a proper wedding and built a blended family together.
That sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person, you express how you feel, they express how they feel, and y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that. I don't give a fuck how you felt. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural.
By 2018, when they welcomed their daughter, the two seemed unbreakable, a rare example of real love thriving under pressure. But things started falling apart around Father's Day 2023. Fans noticed that Remy, once so vocal in her love for Papoose, didn't acknowledge him at all, not even a single post. The silence was loud. Then, Papoose posted a family photo featuring all the children, but noticeably missing Remy and her son. His caption, "Family is everything," instantly ignited speculation. Followers began asking what had gone wrong between the couple once hailed as inseparable. Soon after, rumors exploded linking Remy to battle rapper Eazy The Block Captain, a man from Papoose's own inner circle. The alleged betrayal struck deep. Reports even surfaced of a heated confrontation between Papoose and Eazy, with Eazy allegedly getting knocked out during an altercation.
Remy Ma. Just want to know.
At this point, the girl leaked my number.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1 and I'll put my hand over $1. It don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part alone. That part there is where it's like, I'm a businesswoman. Don't leak my number.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, drama sells. I'm not in that beef. My smoke with her is posting my number.
Right.
So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a dude. Whatever. Stop it. Stop it. That is so beneath me. It's a disrespect of.
Social media went wild. Eazy responded with cryptic posts and subtle jabs, tagging Papoose and demanding he clear the air. Papoose, in his typical quiet strength, said nothing, a silence that spoke louder than any words could. Trying to regain control of the narrative, Remy took to social media, urging fans to stop spreading lies about her and Eazy. But her vague denials only added fuel to the fire. For someone whose reputation was built on authenticity and loyalty, her unclear statements did little to convince the public, especially when she continued to be seen around Eazy. The situation reached its peak during Remy and Eazy's onstage battle against Geechee Gotti, where Geechee publicly called her out for infidelity in front of the entire battle rap community. Remy's reaction, caught on camera, showed a woman struggling to maintain composure as her private life unraveled publicly. Fans who once idolized her began to turn away.
He showed his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years.
The narrative of ride or die love had crumbled, replaced by one of betrayal and karma. Meanwhile, Papoose seems completely unbothered, focusing on his career and newfound peace, reportedly finding irony in the drama that now surrounds his ex. To make matters worse, Eazy himself is rumored to be seeing other women, leaving Remy caught in a downward spiral, both personally and publicly. Once celebrated for her strength and loyalty, she now faces harsh judgment from the same audience that once rooted for her. As it stands, Remy Ma's love life has become a cautionary tale, A mix of heartbreak, reputation fallout, and karmic payback. And if the pattern continues, the story might not be over yet, because in this saga, every move seems to lead to another twist. When Geechee Gotti stepped up to deliver his verse, the entire battle rap arena seemed to hold its breath, then collectively exhale in stunned agreement. It was as if everyone already knew the truth he was about to unleash, they just hadn't dared to speak it out loud. From the moment he began, Geechee didn't hesitate. He went straight for Remy, exposing her alleged betrayal and reminding everyone that she'd turned her back on Papoose, the man who had once stood unwaveringly by her side. Each bar hit like a precision strike, and with every punchline, the crowd felt the sting of uncomfortable truth echo through the room. When Geechee Gotti hit the stage,
yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things I was like, I want to keep him.
it was as if he gave voice to what everyone had been whispering for months. His words didn't so much break news as they did confirm the suspicions already hanging in the air. Geechee came straight at Remy, pulling no punches as he laid bare her alleged disloyalty to Papoose, the man who had stood by her through every trial and triumph. The audience watched in disbelief as years of loyalty and love seemed to crumble in real time, right there under the bright lights. Side relationships today seem louder, flashier, almost like they're vying for the juiciest headline. But in contrast, Papoose never played that game. He didn't broadcast his business or chase clout. Instead, he made a calculated move, linking up with none other than Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing star whose DMs with Remy Ma allegedly started this chain reaction. And now, the full story starts to feel like a masterclass in karma. Just when things seemed ready to simmer down, whispers emerged that Papoose and Claressa weren't just seeing each other casually, they're reportedly locked in with something serious. Mature love, mutual...
You want to know the details? Yeah. It's on the D9. If you heard it, it's something to me over a female, and he ain't dead, it's probably because I still got the female.
Respect. Zero games. Meanwhile, Remy Ma appears to be spiraling. Although she's allegedly involved with Eazy The Block Captain, insiders say she's still throwing subtle shots, dropping hints, making it clear she isn't quite ready to let Papoose move on quietly. Here's the kicker. If Remy is supposedly with Eazy, why is she still so fixated on Papoose's life? The answer may lie in the stability Papoose has found with Claressa. She publicly calls him real, and has outright stated she'd say yes if he proposed. The Times of India? That grounded, public loyalty seems to have rattled Remy. Her reaction, a messy cocktail of jealousy, pride, desperation, reveals she's far from the over-it persona she tries to project. It's clear now, Papoose and Claressa Shields are the real deal and they're not hiding it. The two have been seen together more often, with Papoose dropping subtle hints and cryptic posts that seem to have sent Remy Ma spiraling. According to insiders, Remy has been working behind the scenes to undermine their relationship since day one. Last year, she allegedly leaked private messages, trying to portray Claressa as a desperate woman chasing a man who wasn't interested. One of those messages reportedly showed Claressa venting, "You're the one married. If you can't check in or fall asleep on the phone with me, that's a red flag." Remy supposedly twisted that moment of vulnerability, painting Claressa as clingy and desperate, while hinting that Papoose never took her seriously. But Remy didn't stop there. She went public and petty in one now infamous post. She wrote, "Papo fell asleep on the phone with Claressa, in my house. Man still won't leave. Some champion she is. Hung up real quick when she heard my voice. Oh, and she's not the only one." The bitterness was undeniable, a clear attempt to remind everyone she still had control. Claressa, however, wasn't about to stay silent. Soon after, Remy accused Claressa of orchestrating a fake PR campaign to control the narrative. "This chick and her team keep spinning headlines, making her look like the prize and me like the villain," she posted. According to sources, Remy even begged Papoose to defend her publicly, but he refused, telling her, "Let silence do the work." That calm response reportedly enraged Remy, leading her to leak even more messages, including one where she claimed Papoose had once said, "I'd never mess with Claressa. She's not even attractive." Asterisk she followed it up with an ominous message. Asterisk, I saw everything, now y'all will too. Remy went on to share Claressa's more emotional texts. One reading, asterisk, I'm not happy but I'm okay. I just hate feeling ignored. Asterisk Claressa had expressed wanting small gestures, effort, flowers, attention, but often feeling unseen. Remy posted these messages proudly, trying to paint Claressa as weak, but instead, it exposed her own bitterness to the public. That's when Papoose finally broke his silence after months of letting the situation unfold. He released a statement. Sad reality, Remy's a narcissist. She cheated multiple times. I moved on and now she's playing the victim. He revealed that he had quietly filed for divorce more than once, but Remy refused to let go. Asterisk, she turned this into a circus for attention. I stayed quiet for our daughter. But I'm done now. He even addressed the long-standing rumors about Remy's alleged affair with Eazy The Block Captain, saying, while I was home on Christmas with our daughter, Remy was out with him. She begged me to lie but I won't. I didn't throw a second punch. Eazy curled up and Remy left with him for 4 days. I went back home to my child. Remy clapped back instantly, correcting her age and throwing shade. I'm not 45 yet. But you're 29 and aging rough. Tell your man to send flowers next time. He wasn't ghosting you, he was in California with another chick. Asterisk. It was a direct shot meant to flip the narrative, to make Claressa feel the same sting she once felt. Asterisk, you faking texts now? That's wild. I won't be bullied, you're making yourself look unhinged. Asterisk then in true fighter fashion she added, Remy Ma vs Claressa Shields. February 2nd. Come catch these hands, free of charge. Asterisk. When asked later if she meant it, Claressa confirmed she wasn't joking. Asterisk, it's not about clout or money. This one's personal. Asterisk. What started as subtle Instagram shade and message leaks has now exploded into a full-blown public war, filled with betrayal, pride, and digital daggers. Whether it ends with a literal fight or just more online chaos, one thing is undeniable. No one in this feud is walking away unscathed. At this stage there's no denying it. Remy Ma and Claressa Shields are locked in a full-scale feud that's anything but ordinary. This isn't your typical social media back and forth, it's personal, heated, and spinning out fast. Every post, side-eye, and cryptic caption feels like another calculated jab in a grudge match that refuses to cool off. And right in the middle of the chaos? Eazy The Block Captain, not as a bystander but as someone gleefully stirring the fire. Rather than de-escalate, Eazy has turned the spotlight on himself, brushing off criticism and insisting that all the backlash comes down to one thing, jealousy. In his version of events, this isn't a story of betrayal or bad timing. It's just proof that other men can't stomach the fact that he's the one with Remy Ma. He's doubled down with unapologetic bravado, calling out the haters, and dismissing their opinions as irrelevant. With a grin and a swagger, he's made it clear. No regrets, no apologies, and definitely no shame in flaunting what he sees as his victory. The chaos between Remy Ma, Papoose, and Eazy The Block Captain has officially hit a breaking point, and just when it seemed like the drama had peaked, an explosive twist took it to another level. What started as whispers of infidelity and social media jabs has spiraled into a full-blown public spectacle. During a major rap battle, Eazy made the moment unforgettable when mid-performance he suddenly turned to Remy and dropped the line. The crowd froze. The beat hung in the air. Remy's expression, caught somewhere between shock and discomfort, told the audience everything they needed to know. This wasn't just performance, it was personal. Within minutes the clip went viral. Fans dissected every second, debating whether Remy's reaction was genuine or rehearsed. But Eazy owned the moment, flaunting his connection with her like a trophy. Online he doubled down, brushing off criticism and claiming that jealousy, not disloyalty, was the root of the hate. According to him, people were simply mad because he bagged the queen. His swagger left no room for remorse, only confidence and a public flex that kept the spotlight squarely on him. But behind the scenes, insiders say a much darker story was unfolding. Sources close to Remy allege that Eazy never truly cut off his old flames, even after going public with her. Private messages, screenshots, and DMs from other women began circulating, and soon found their way to Remy. The confidence she had tried to rebuild after her split from Papoose began to crumble. Suddenly, her feud with Claressa Shields and her public jabs at Papoose started to make sense. It wasn't just jealousy, it was heartbreak repeating itself. The irony wasn't lost on fans. Remy, once accused of cheating with Eazy, was now facing betrayal from him. The internet had a field day. Memes, think pieces, and comments flooded timelines. "You lose him how you get him" became the viral slogan of the moment. Even her most loyal supporters started questioning her choices. Meanwhile, Papoose stayed calm and composed, quietly moving forward with Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champ. While Remy and Eazy aired their chaos online, Papoose found a sense of peace and stability, something fans hadn't seen from him in years. His quiet demeanor spoke volumes. Still, Remy couldn't let it go. Claressa's presence in Papoose's life seemed to ignite something deeper than jealousy. It became a battle for control. The two women already had minor history, but Claressa being with Papoose made it personal. Soon after, Remy began leaking private messages, attempting to portray Claressa as needy and insecure. One of the leaked texts showed Claressa asking. Remy posted it with a smirk, trying to assert dominance. But the public didn't buy it. Claressa wasn't desperate, she was asking for honesty, the very thing Remy once demanded from Papoose. The hypocrisy was glaring. Fans called it out instantly, accusing Remy of projecting her own insecurities. Papo fell asleep on the phone with Claressa. "In my house. Man still won't leave. She hung up as soon as she heard my voice." The post backfired. If Remy was truly done, why was Papoose still in her house? The internet wanted answers. As if that weren't enough, Remy accused Claressa of running a fake PR campaign claiming she and her team were feeding gossip blogs false stories to make Remy look like the villain. She allegedly begged Papoose to speak out, but he refused. His silence broke her composure. She then claimed Papoose had once said Claressa wasn't even attractive posting. He said she was ugly. "I saw it all. Now y'all will too." But instead of sympathy, fans saw desperation. Remy's a narcissist. She cheated multiple times. I moved on. Now she's playing the victim. He explained that he had tried to settle things privately for the sake of their daughter, but Remy refused peace. Then he confirmed what many had speculated for months, the infamous fight involving Eazy. "While I was home with our daughter for Christmas, Remy was with him.